Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. You'll have to excuse me because Haegen watches his YouTubes. He's into like this Minecraft thing. It reminds me of like the Labubu dolls. It's really, and like the music that they put on it, he just like bops and dances. But you're trying to say a lot more now, aren't you? Going straight in about you, aren't we? Yeah. He's been really good at the minute. We've been doing lots of, gosh, I can't remember the last time I even videoed. It was months ago, last time we got the kettle and toaster. This might be a bit of a rambled, jumbled story. I go from A to B a lot of the time, B to A, whichever. Excuse the lighting, sorry. The sun's really beaming through this morning. Oh, is that bright? Let's try and change the scene. Yeah, so, gosh, yeah, lots been going on. Summer, I've obviously put a little few bits in the post just to obviously keep you guys updated. I've got a bit of a croaky throat because it's only like 9:30 in the morning. I think it's the 15th of December today. Okay. Just excuse me for a bit. Okay, I'm looking. What is it? Right, yes, Haegen, I'm looking. Do you want to say hi to the Brace Life? We haven't videoed for a while, have we? Mummy's been, last time I think we did was your bluey short one. But we've been filling YouTube on little posts, bits we've been doing. Yeah. So it's currently Monday that I've restarted to film this. So I'm not quite sure what day you guys will be watching this when it's uploaded. But I'd rather just tell you guys the day and then you can just figure out. So yeah. So today we have a Christmas light trail that we've booked at 4:30 in Belton, which is Grantham, Lincolnshire. So we're taking you to that, aren't we? We're doing the Christmas light trail. Yesterday we went to the Santa Grotto, didn't we, in our local village. Did a little few little bits. We had a shop round, just had a look, bumped into some people, so a few people that we know. Then we met Auntie Sarah, didn't we, and Uncle Richard before they went and got your cousin's Christmas present. Yeah, so it's just a chilled morning while Michael's at work until he finishes. We've been doing really well saving up for our wedding next year. He's been doing really well. Obviously, we've been getting a bit of work in. He's been doing quite a few jobs over like a course of like 2-3 days. Bless him. And we've been putting lots by. So we're slowly getting there. We've done a lot of returns. Obviously, been Christmas shopping. I've just gone hectic with spend at the moment. So yeah. But my mindset, since the summer and all my meditation and taking that into account, has massively improved my mindset. I get moments around like my monthlies and everything like that, but I'm just trying to get back to that baseline of my anxiety now, which I feel like it's getting there. Knowing what we've just been through, like the middle of this year has been like hectic, horrendous, but we've learned to come out the other side stronger. And we're doing a lot better now. We're moving forward. We've got past that. So we've learned to just focus on ourselves a bit better, like I am. I'm looking at getting like massages in the new year, little facials potentially. Don't know about tattoo ideas yet, I'm not too sure. I've been into the Let Them Theory book, and I've been knowing that everyone's getting tattoos on that. So I don't really know, but I don't know if you guys have seen my recent one that I got a few months ago on my arm. It says just breathe, so I thought it was something like really nice and personal to get. So that is my latest tattoo that I've currently got at the moment. Yeah, so just basically last couple of months we've just been, well, I've just been at home really with little one. We've been having a few little walks, but I needed to obviously get out a little bit more. So I'm slowly trying to plan that in the new year and try and get off my phone. I went through a phase of just like being obsessed on spending, and then just that one night everything just clicked and I was like, right, let's just like think what things we actually do need now. Let's think a bit more of like the person that we are, rather than just thinking, right, okay, we need this, this, this and this. I just, because of how I am being autistic, I just wrote things down, pretended that was that, and just kind of got over it that way. But because of how I am, my mind then can spiral and jump back to things. And then I'm like, so sorry about that, guys. The college that I want to do a course on just phoned me, so I think the video just cut off, so it'll just go straight to this. I don't think you've missed anything. If there is, then obviously you can just ask me any questions. Yeah, so I'm looking at doing like a mental health course, just something just to keep me busy in the new year while I've got my voluntary work. So I've got to go tomorrow, excuse me, tomorrow just to go and have a look round, talk to them. I did go yesterday, but I didn't manage to see them. But I saw our vicar in there that we're going with in July next year. But I thought, no, I just won't, yeah. And then we tried to do a little tombola raffle, didn't we? And then you won a lolly for trying, because we had to get a number 3, was it a 9 or a 0? So we could pick, it was like £1 for 5 tickets, but we didn't win anything. I just got a few little bits yesterday. But yeah, I can't remember where I was at. Just basically, we've just been shopping, basically, like we do the usual every Saturday. I think about 2 weeks ago, we nipped to the range in Asda because I had to change a pillow. Come back, realised I got a sequin one and some of the sequins were broke. So I had to return or exchange that. Yeah, so it's just been horrendous. We've sent our Sky box back because we're now with Sky Glass, as you'd have seen on some of my posts. Don't know if you can quite see it, but we have the white one, and there was a choice out of green, I think, and like a navy. Yeah, so we have that now. So we just sent that back. Then in the new year, we'll obviously be cleaning bits. You know, the garden could even do with a good clean in the spring, but that's summer's problem. Everything just literally, like covers, the plant pots just keep falling over. So every couple of days I'm just out there constantly picking things up, because the weather the last couple of weeks has just been like literally horrendous with wind and storms. Apparently we just had like the most horrendous. Yeah, so we're doing that today, so I will film that when we go later on. It's not till 4:30, so we'll obviously have something to eat. I don't know if I'll put this one down for an hour or two nap, but it depends on time. Get some lunch. I'm really enjoying as well my green teas at the minute, and I'm trying this I think it's a berry one to like help you relax and unwind, but I'm not too keen on it. Michael is, but I bought a little she hand makes them at the craft fair I went to yesterday. It was like £3, little handmade knitted mug covers. They're really cute. I don't have one. I think I've looked at some before and I thought, oh, I'll get one of them. Just handy while you've got your cup of tea or whichever beverage you have in the mornings or the day to keep your cup nice and warm. Well, from obviously burning you, but to keep it covered. So yeah, I just can't think what else we've been up to. And obviously Haegen now has a new toy unit. I don't think I've filmed since then. So that's just nice to just know that everything's organised. He loves it. But you sit on your iPad too much, don't you? And we're still getting quite bad with your... Well, no, you are doing well with your potty training, actually. Do give him credit, bless him. He does do wheeze and poos on it. We're just trying to get him in pants. We've tried them, but he's still not used to the texture. He still relies on nappies. So we're trying to get that up and running. The nursery know obviously about his speech and language that we've done. So they're obviously just like, we'll just keep an eye on everything. But it's good that he's actually at a teacher learning based nursery, but then he'll transition to the nursery. So we've just ordered your uniform, haven't we, at the moment? So we've just got to wait for that. We've got one of his little jackets. Yeah, so it just all feels like more real again now, knowing it being like an actual little uniform, because I have to wear like little joggers and trainers at the nursery that he's at, which does make sense, to be honest, because it just is easier for them if they get messy or they need changing. So yeah, seeing him on the day that when we get pictures, and to think it's only under like probably 3 weeks, if that now, and it seems so scary. But it would just be good to get a nice routine going. You know, I can plan around me, I can work out routines a bit better, try and start seeing family again, getting out there. I've just started learning Michael's car a little bit at the minute, so I need to do a bit more night driving and get that up and running. Yeah, it's sad because my car's now gone. But obviously, if Michael's car ever goes in the future, then obviously we'll want to look at getting like a cheap an Audi Q2. Oh my goodness, we've both been stuttering like horrendously lately. I don't know what's going on. And I think it's because I'm on these sleeping tablets as well, so they're kicking in. I'm only on like day 5 of them because obviously I'm going through my ASD group therapies that one of my mental health practitioners are trialling at the minute. So I've been doing that with another girl on there. And the final session is I think it's this Thursday, sorry. So I've done 6 sessions. And then I've changed my mental health appointment now. So I was going to do it on the day that I had one of my teeth out. But then it got changed to January. But then I thought it was January, like the 6th. But because I tried to get Michael to have it off, they thought I couldn't do it. So now it's in February, and now I've got another letter again to say that it's been moved on that day, but it's that day, and it's just getting so confusing now, so I don't know what's going on. So I need to look into that. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on at the moment. As the weeks just go by, I think you just forget like your days and weeks and what's happened. But I know that I'm definitely coming out the other end stronger. I just only get like little bits of anxiety now, which is a lot better. And I think it's just that get up and go with me. That's the problem, when my body just gets that bit of a panic. But I think it's when like you've eaten and you feel all churny. So I think once I get out there, I'm fine. And get a distraction, like when I'm out looking around the shops or sitting in the car while Michael just whizzes in doing shopping. If I find it a bit too overwhelming, I just read my book now and we just sit in the car. But yeah, we tried the Grinch McDonald's. Didn't realise that there's like 5 pairs of the odd socks to collect, my friend told me. But I've only got one. But yeah, I was so excited to get them. And I've seen like the little Costa plushie figures you can get as well at the minute. And there's like a lot of these like Labubu dolls and these angel things that everyone's getting. But then I had this obsession with this Tatcha cream, knowing that I think I've had one in the past, and this glow, is it glow for it or glam, like the eyelash growth serum. But I think I've had it or had some before, and it's just, I keep sticking to them, and I'm like, this, it's really just driving me mad at the minute. So yeah, so I've just basically deleted list. I went through it with Michael because I had loads of things on my eBay wish list or basket, because I think a lot of people do baskets, but I do like favourites or add them to basket. But I had loads of stuff on TikTok, loads of stuff on Amazon. So I think like now I'm just going to get like maybe one of the bold books, like a season thing, but I don't know, because I've got the stress one and then saw the Advent one. So I might just stick at it as that. So I'm just seeing how that goes. Yeah, so then I just thought, do you know what, I'm just going to not look, I'm just going to delete everything, because I just thought, well, you know, you don't have to worry, you're not in a competition with anyone. And that's one thing that I'm starting to learn about myself in this coming new year for 2026, moving forward, that because I'm coming out itching a little bit at the minute between like when I shave. So my sister and family just recommended try like conditioner, and it seems to work, but then I wax as well. So I know shaving isn't the nicest of things for us women to have to do, but sometimes it's just easier when you're in the bath, quick shave on your legs, whatever. But yeah, I was taking some folic acid because my last lot of bloods 3 months ago were in the low end of normal, like 2 in. So I've come off them. I started to take some vitamins and a bit of Aptamel. So I do feel better. I'm a bit more tired, but then I wait through the day and then I get a bit more awake at night. So I've stopped taking those because I kept thinking like if that was a bit light, or sometimes it could be my iron, because when I was itching that much, it traumatized my skin. So I was bruising again and thought, oh no, I don't know if it's iron or whichever, but I do think it's either sweat, because I wrap myself up so much now, but I'm trying to like lower my water bottle at night, and I just have to think like certain products could be really irritating my skin. So because I'm seeing like loads that everyone's got, I'm like, I don't know if that's what's irritating my skin or what products are good for me. I bought this new Alamis one from B&M. It's like the Alamis range and some like replica perfumes, because Michael's got me the Red Calina Harara perfume for Christmas, and I've got some cardigans, some like burgundy knee-length boots or ankle boots, but they're like flare. Then I've got one of the Soul Beauty fragrances, an Overthinking journal, and some other little book of, I think it's a Valentino and Christian Louboutin book that I've looked at getting. So yeah, that's going to be nice. That's a few things off my list I don't need to worry about now. Yeah, so that's all coming up. So Christmas Day, we were at my sister's this year. Boxing Day, we were at Michael's mum and dad with his sister. Christmas Eve, we'll normally go and see our neighbour Jan over the road. And then I think Michael might take like a week off around Christmas. And then we've got a couple of days off. So we might either just do a cheese board, and then New Year's Eve, we either might go over to his mum and dad's. And we thought potentially about going to a pub over there, so they look after Haegen, or I might just go for a walk in the day because I've got a nice new top I ordered, because the last 2 years we've been inside because Hagen's been quite little, so we just haven't bothered to obviously go out. But I thought in the new year I need to try and venture back out, go out for some meals, because my 30th next year as well, and we've got our 5 years coming up in February, so I want to potentially do like a cabin or go out somewhere again or go away. So I thought I can focus on getting my nails done all next year again. I might just get some bow ones and try like the mushroom one, do some Christmas ones and Halloween ones next year. That's 2026 things. But yeah, so, and then I thought about maybe potentially doing that around February as like part of our like wedding thing as well, like getaway, because we're just like thinking, if we do something random, we'll come back here, is it going to be what we want? And this is what we've been debating about, if we will postpone it. But we're quite to the point people, like with names, we plan things, we don't normally change it, we stick to things. But because it's caused a lot of like family like disagreements if we should wait, so that, you know, family can try and help out a little bit like the tradition is. But I don't know what the traditions are really now, if it's changed. You know, the tradition was like your dad got the dress or they helped pay for this and that. So we're hoping that we might be able to get a little bit, but we've saved up for the main bit, and then we're just basically seeing what we can get, working on the important bits like the rings, the dress. Excuse me, sorry, I get really croaky and blocked up in the morning sometimes. So yeah, we're just seeing where it goes. Just thought I'd infill you in on towards the end of the year, just bits that we've been up to so far before we get to Belton, and what's going to happen next year. So other than that, we will see you there.